In tonight's game versus the Ottawa Senators, the Toronto Maple Leafs had the worst thing possible happen to them. Goalie Joseph Woll, the superstar on this team this season, got injured near the end of the game and left, and we have some quotes from Sheldon Keefe that he will be out for a while. Now, this is very, very bad news for the Maple Leafs. So in this video, we're going to be touching on what we know so far, which is very early at this stage, as well as what we might see going forward for this Leafs team in the net. So before we get into all of that, we noticed that 83% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're looking for a spot to get all your news around the NHL, you're in the right spot. Stay a while, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the news. We're also very close to 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to us over here at Ringside Digest if we get hit that by Christmas. So if you haven't already, hit the sub button. But I'm going to start this off right here. Joseph Woll is going to miss some time. This came up from a tweet from Elliot Friedman in the post-game press conference from Sheldon Keefe on Joseph Woll. He will miss some time, more testing when the Maple Leafs get home. Now, like I said, this is a very detrimental loss for the Maple Leafs. He has been the reason that the Maple Leafs are where they are this season. I think apart from Austin Matthews' few hat-tricks he's had, Joseph Woll is really where this team is. He's the reason that this team is winning the games. You know, they have a lot of overtime wins, and he is the reason that, you know, they got to that point and being able to win those games. I'll pull up the box score here for the game. You can see Joseph Woll, another amazing game, and the stats don't even do justice for what he did. If you go on, you know, whatever you get your highlights from, some of the saves he's made were just absolutely incredible. And the way that he went down, the way he got hurt, was just very weird, very unfortunate. But I can definitely see how he went down to that. Martin Jones came in and he did the job. He finished off the game, but this isn't going to be a huge loss for the Maple Leafs. We don't know who's going to start yet. We're very, very early to say who will be the next goalie for the next few games coming over to this stretch of next few games when Joseph Woll will be out. However, there's a few options I've seen from many people theorizing what might happen. Now, I really have no idea how many of these will be possible due to the cap on the Maple Leaf side being very, very tight to the maximum. So we'll be touching on that in a minute, but I just wanted to pull up one more thing here from Joseph Woll. His career stats. This kid looks like the future for the Toronto Maple Leafs in net. You know, we haven't seen a massive amount of games from him yet, but the games that we've seen him play, he looks very, very good, and he looks to me like he can sustain the starting position for this team for the foreseeable future. So we hope that he gets healed very quick. You know, you never want to see an injury, especially to a goalie, especially someone who's hot. I've seen a lot of people who aren't even fans of the Maple Leafs, a lot of people who are saying, oh, I'm a Habs fan, I'm a Bruins fan, wishing him well just because of how good he is. And that is a very good thing that you like to see, something that you like to see when someone goes down. You know, it's a very bad situation for a great goalie and someone who's on a heater. We'll just say that. So I'm going to pull up the options here now. What many people are thinking. Now, these, like I said, I'd say they're possible, but it would be very tough for the Maple Leafs. Now, I'm going to start off with a familiar face coming back to the Toronto Maple Leafs. I've seen a lot of people saying Jack Campbell. Now, this would be a very tough one due to his cap hit being, I believe, for the next 3 years at $5 million. We've seen him struggle this year down in the AHL. He even struggled down there, which is not a good sign. But the Oilers, you know, we don't really know what he's going to do with the Oilers. We don't know what the Oilers are going to do with him. He's starting to, you know, he played a few good games in the AHL so far. We don't know when he's going to come back up. We don't know what's going to happen to him. So maybe the Oilers are interested in trading him. Maybe they're willing to retain some cap, which I don't think would be the case. However, if the Leafs can make this worth a while for the Edmonton Oilers, who are also struggling, you know, maybe they could get a deal worked out here and there, but I really don't think that Jack Campbell will be the option that the Maple Leafs will go with. I think they may just stick internal. To be honest, if it was just my opinion, I think that would be the easiest case to do. However, I do understand that you need to win. You know, the Maple Leafs are in a very tough situation, and they need to win. Every game pretty much. There definitely will be a playoff team, but we've seen the struggles in the past few games. We've seen the lack of talent on defense due to so many injuries on defense. So check out that video I made earlier on the defense if you want to check that out. A new report coming out that maybe they get Mario Ferraro. But, you know, the defense is going to be a priority as well now with the goalie. So I'm going to go to another option that a lot of people are theorizing where it's involving two players. One that they had wanted previous and one that might actually work. You know, that's Dan Vladar and Chris Tanev in a package deal. Now, another thing about this one is, like I said, the Leafs are very tight to the cap. And both of these players, Chris Tanev being $4.5 million and Dan Vladar being $2.2 million, would take up a lot of cap space. Both are at least 2 years left. Or Chris Tanev is in his final year, but Dan Vladar is in 2 years left at 2.2. So maybe the Calgary Flames willing to retain some cap, although they don't want to do that, it seems, from what we've seen with Nikita Zadorov. So the Leafs have some thinking to do. They have a lot of stuff to go over in the next coming days to see what's going to be the case with Joseph Woll, how long he will be out. Hopefully it's not a very long time. He's an exciting goalie to watch, especially from tonight's game. If this was like one game that you watched in specific, where it's Ottawa versus Toronto, it was a great game for him, and it's a very unfortunate situation that he went out. But like I said, not too much news on this yet. We're going to get more testing in the next couple of days, figure out how long he will be out, what's the matter, what everything is. We know it's lower body. We know he will miss some time. That's the extent of what we know right now. And I'm assuming Sheldon Keefe or Brad Treliving will speak out and say what they're going to be doing in the goaltending situation over the next few games. The Leafs are in a pretty tough situation. I will say that. They have a lot of needs, and they can't make all those needs happen with the cap they have, with the players they have. It'll be very tough to do, but I believe in Brad Treliving. He's a very good GM. Sheldon Keefe, he's Sheldon Keefe. He'll try some stuff. He'll make some stuff work. So I do expect the Leafs, to bounce back from this. Obviously, tough situation, like I said, but that's all we got for this video. We don't know too much yet. We'll be on top of it if anything else major breaks from this. We will know in the coming days, like I said, what will actually happen for Joseph Woll and in the net for the Maple Leafs. But that's all I got. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as well. Almost at 1,000. Be very, very cool if we hit that by Christmas. But that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.